Hello, welcome to tonight's Twilight session. My name is Mason Olindo, and this is my channel. Tonight, it's a channel because I am a channel. It's medium, yeah. It is my first time channeling, but I am feeling very called to channel right now, and I'm trusting it. So, here's the message. Hello, this is Archangel Michael speaking. And if you are hearing this message right now, you are meant to be hearing this message right now. And that is the truth. That is not just marketing. That is, if you are hearing this, you need to be hearing this. So stick around. I, Mason, just learned how to summon Archangel Michael, or rather how to teach it. So here's the steps. Archangel Michael comes to everyone who calls upon Archangel Michael. If you are visited by Archangel Michael when you call on him, and if he aids you, it means that you are chosen and that you have the opportunity to ascend. And so, obviously, since every person can summon Archangel Michael, and when summoned, Archangel Michael must appear, that means everybody's chosen. And the image that came to mind without prompting was, this is your letter from Hogwarts coming in. This is the real thing. I'm learning that when Archangel Michael comes to you, it is an opportunity to be initiated into an army, a brotherhood. Like, I don't have the word. I don't know what the word is, but it's institution of warriors of light. And I don't know what the name of this thing is, but you become a warrior of light, or you become like a trainee, basically. And I'm currently in training. I was initiated 2 years ago. Just about 2.5 years ago now. I was initiated in spring of 2022. And it was when I was watching a YouTube video. I didn't watch channeled videos for, like, this was like my first channeled video, basically. It was like, new mood reading for cancers or something like that. And I was like, okay, what's going on? And I think I followed down this rabbit hole, and this woman had said in one of her videos, oh, Archangel Michael is with you, very strongly. He wants to talk to him and he'll help you if you talk to him. And I was like, whoa, what? And so I looked out the window, and there was like this 12-foot tall angel just standing outside the window, all billowing like robes, and there was a sword on his back, hair. It was the whole thing. It was all light, of course. It was over my garden, just outside my living room window where I was watching this video. And I was like, you know what? I think that might actually be true. I think maybe there is an angel here, and I'm being told, literally, somebody is telling me, hey, he's right there, talk to him. And I'm like, well, there he is. Maybe I should talk to him. And so it's been 2.5-year journey since then. It didn't all happen at once. In fact, it took I want to say, almost 2 years. Yeah. No, a year. It took 1 year to kind of like sync up with me. Or like that's when the initiation really started. So I would say I guess there was like a trial period. And that's the thing. That's the other thing, is that this whole thing, if you're calling on Archangel Michael and like being initiated and stuff, it is all completely up to you. You have free will. That is part of the universal laws. Humans have free will. Archangels do not, which is why they are like obligated to serve, because that's what they're made to do, is serve. So they're literally doing their job. But they don't have free will because of that. And I don't know what that means exactly. I don't know if that means like destiny is fixed in any way, like I don't know those rules. I know that we humans have free will. And so if you are talking to Archangel Michael and you be like, the initiation starts, I think it just starts, and it starts slowly. It starts one step at a time. And I think for me, it started with one very big event, and it was like a wake-up call. It was one of those like life-changing wake-up call moments. And I was like, oh, this is like the first test. Like, how am I going to handle this one? And what am I going to do with this new information? And that was like the initiation, and I could have gone any direction. I could have picked any route. I could have said, no, I don't want to do this. I could have said, give me a couple years. I need more time. That's the thing, is if you're seeing this and the thought of contacting Archangel Michael sounds a little scary to you, which it did to me at first, you have all the time that you want and need. Jude is here. Say hi to Jude. Hi, baby boy. He's the void. He's very needy tonight, poor boy. Let's see. So we're talking about Archangel Michael. Yeah, so if you're feeling like nervous about the whole thing, that's okay. I did, and now I see that there was no reason to worry. Of course, once I like took that leap of faith and was like, let's just go for it. Only the best things started happening, and the message that I keep getting from literally all directions are just so positive, and like I'm protected and just like supported in every way from every corner, and it's really special. So that's what I've experienced with Archangel Michael so far. There's been a just spiritual growth that is beyond comprehension for me. I'm still integrating, and it's still unfolding. So that's part of this process that we're going through right now, is this video process is like watching it unfold. So enjoy. But you have free will, so set the timing on your own right. There will probably be a large moment when you realize that this is one of those moments of like, you get to choose what to do in this moment. Do you go left or do you go right? And going left and going right are inescapable decisions. Like, once you make it, you cannot go back. And they lead to very different options. Like, there is no crossover. So for me, that was how I got in, but you might have a different one. I'm curious. Yeah, let me know if you find you have been initiated. What was your initiation experience? And if you haven't been initiated, watch out for it. And not like watch out, but just like be on the lookout. You'll know it when you see it. And then, yeah, let me know what it was, because I'm really curious. So for me, it was this big, it was just a big event in spring that, yeah, it changed everything. It was great. Actually, I'll say it started with a fire. It started with, there was the time that my house burned down, during COVID. That was definitely that was like a spiritual cleansing. That was just like, okay, we are starting from zero. I lost all of my journals from that era, from the past 10 years of my life, basically my entire 20s, up in smoke, literally. Which is where it is as far as I'm concerned at this point. Having been 30 for 6 months now. Oh, just wait, it gets better, I promise. So yeah, that's the initiation. So this is the message, is Archangel Michael says hello. So hello, and call me. So I asked to be a clear channel tonight for messages of truth. That was Archangel Michael speaking. It's over now. It's so funny. I'm like, oh, okay, that's gone. Kind of like a dream. I'm like, what was I just saying? Yeah, I don't remember what I was just saying, so we'll find out later, I guess. So I have my tarot cards here, and I wanted to do a tarot reading for this collective, and I wanted to talk about this collective. So I am currently calling in a certain group of people. I'm calling it the collective, because it is just a group of people who resonate with these messages right now. And that will not be everyone, and that's okay, right? The point is to find other people on a similar path, and that's just it, is that I'm talking about, like, this has been my initiation, because of my karma or something. If that's a thing, then you might also have a similar path. So that's who this is for. And if you have very strong beliefs in another way, this is not to go against that at all. There is room for all of it here. That's what I'm learning, is that God is literally infinite, and so there are an infinite number of paths to God. And That's funny. So this is just one, and you're welcome to join me if you're feeling called to. Yeah, so let's get into the tarot. Before sitting down, I was meditating and I shuffled my deck, and I was just cleansing myself, the deck, everything. Really beautiful, actually. And as I was shuffling, the Queen of Pentacles fell out, and I was like, oh, I like that. I'm gonna try to embody Queen of Pentacles energy, which to me is very like rooted, obviously, like very earthy, but then also like with that yin aspect, very intuitive moon, right? She's got the moon behind her. So I was like, yeah, okay, so like I want to be like this rooted, you know, earthy material. I'm in here, down here in the 3D, and that's fine. So like really embracing that, but then also knowing that I've got this connection to the divine, and there's like this mature knowing about that. So anyway, that's the energy I decided to embody. And as I was shuffling just now, it fell out again. So so that card really wanted to be out here tonight. So Queen of Pentacles is in the house. Hello, my dear. So that's the collective. That is who I'm talking to right now. Hello, my friends. It is nice to meet you, Mason. Yeah, this is my first time doing this, so bear with me. Let's see. What else would I want to say? Wow. Cards have something to say. Oh, the Queen of Swords just fell out next to the the Knight of Wands. Let's see, we've got Five of Cups. Man, this is a messy reading. One moment, please. So we've got the Queen of Swords, the Five of Cups. Oh, love. Oh, the Three of Cups, obviously. And then we had the Eight of Wands. Okay. Those were the 4 cards that kind of jumbled out. So we have the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, and the Three of Swords, classic. Yeah, no, this is so good, actually. Oh my god. All right, here we go. Let's get into it. So the Three of Swords just fell out, which is obviously terrible. That's like, for me, that's akin to the Tower. It's just like, oh my god, something terrible is gonna happen. Followed by Judgment, which means this is the initiation, clearly. Because the decision is one of those, like, it's one of those heartbreaking decisions because there is no going back. It's just like a final done. It could also be a big event like a house fire, or a death of someone or something like that, an accident of some sort. There's all sorts of ways to get here. But the point is you have to say yes, and I think in this case, you get to decide if it breaks your heart, right? This is what it is like, use your judgment, and you can decide if this is going to break your heart or make you the Queen of Swords, because who is, again, that intuitive spiritual being, and we're talking about swords, obviously. Archangel Michael, he has a sword of truth, and I think sword is a loose translation of what it is. It is a vibration of truth, but we kind of conceptualized it as a sword, and let's be honest, swords are kind of awesome. So if we, suddenly start collecting sword, gear in the name of Archangel Michael, fine. So anyway, we've got the Queen of Swords here popping out, with Judgment, and yeah, so this is the judgment call that you get to make. Do you choose the path of heartbreak, where you let the initiation break you, which you could if you wanted, or you could walk away? There's any number of things. It will eventually lead to heartbreak, though, I think, and this is why the angels are always there, because they can always come and get you, no matter what low vibration you get to. And then the other option would be to forge yourself into the Queen of Swords. That's the word I was looking for, forge. She is an artisan. Look, she's like making this moon in her hand. She is an artisan. She took that experience and made it into a sword of truth. She took that experience and made it into something useful and beautiful. And that is what you're doing. You're becoming a warrior. You're becoming a knight, a queen, like a warrior queen, like a Xena type, Let's go there. So that's the initiation right there. Oh, beautiful. So after that, we've got the Five of Cups, which is another very fun energy. Actually, I'm going to pull out my reference book for this. Tonight, we are using Finding the Fool, which I really like because it is by a queer tarot reader, and this is their first book, or I think it's their first book, and it's really great. So anyway, that's why I chose this book rather than like any other book, because they're also heteronormative, and this one's very, we'll say queer, but it's queer in that it doesn't gender stuff needlessly, which I'm trying to undo gender in spirituality, because masculine and feminine are inaccurate, or they're loaded, really. Like, it's accurate in the sense that they're opposites, but it's not like mask femme like the way we understand it. Anyway, we're looking for the Five of Cups. All right, so here we go. Yeah, so the keywords here are grief, loss, loneliness, heartache, internal scrutiny, guilt, and emotional judgment. And I think that is exactly what the initiation can lead to. So that's this is actually paired with the Three of Swords, is the Five of Cups. These two are so like, this was your decision and this is where it led to. And that's obviously, that's one option. You could do that. Remember, you can stop at any point. You don't have to get that low. There is no rule that says you have to suffer needlessly to get to God. The suffering is what makes us reach out to God. But other people do it naturally. This is what I'm trying to learn how to do. I'm like, I can just reach out. I don't need to have a reason. And that's why I have to like pass on. Oh, so that was part of the Archangel Michael initiation, was that, so I was given Archangel Michael from a YouTube video, and it just occurred to me tonight that it was given to me. Somebody told me to contact Archangel Michael. I didn't just come to it by myself, and I don't think I ever would have, because I'm not into, well, I'm getting more into it now, but I was not into Judeo-Christian iconography in any way. I didn't want to be talking about Jesus and archangels and stuff like that. I was like, no. So I would have never found it, but this was presented to me in like an oracle reading. So I was like, oh my God, they snuck it in. And honestly, I'm happy that they did, because now I understand that stuff much better, and it's beautiful. It's fascinating, and I'm starting to study that. So anyway, that's a little tangent, but the point is, I was given this gift. I was given this opportunity, this message from that random channeler, and now I'm doing the same thing. I'm passing it on. I'm paying it forward, is what it is. So basically, like, initiates initiate. So this is your initiation, should you choose to accept. That's all you have to do. Like, that's literally it. You can now go and initiate other people because you've been initiated. You don't have to do anything else. You can just say, hey, I think Archangel Michael's talking to you. You should probably go talk to him. And there you go. So that's actually where the other option leads. So if you chose the Queen of Swords path, which is where I'm going, that's where I'm headed, people. Follow along. We're going to that Queen of Swords energy, slash Queen of Pentacles energy. So the Three of Cups is the outcome of the Queen of Pentacles, which is like the opposite of the Tower card. It is the opposite of the Three of Swords card. It is just joy. It's just celebration, friends, connection, community, you know, pride events, right? Like, this is the month of June in San Francisco for me. Like, that's the energy of the Three of Cups. So if you go down the Queen of Swords path, that's where you're going. So you get to choose. Do you want the broken heart with the loss and grief, or do you want to go with that artisan, mature, intuitive energy over there to our little Three of Cups? I mean, it's up to you. And you can switch at any time. Remember that. You have free will, my friend. Which brings us to the Knight of Wands. Maybe this is the initiate. Let's find out. Yeah, we're gonna shamelessly look at the book for this one. That was actually quite useful, that last one. there's no shame in looking at the book. Don't let the amazing people on YouTube fool you. You don't have to have this stuff memorized in order to get a lot of good out of it. All right, so we've got the little Knight of Wands here. I've been pulling the Knight of Wands a lot for myself lately, and it's like the page. It was the Page of Wands, now it's the Knight of Wands. So I'm like, yes, I'm going up in the world. But I've definitely got wand energy happening in my life right now. It used to be cups. I've transitioned into wands, so that's kind of fun. So the keywords for this card are charisma, restless seeking, building community, inspirational, visionary, creative exploration. I think that describes me actually very well right now. What about you? I'm just gonna read you this little blurb. So we've got, after considering different projects and methods, we gain confidence in our vision. We are eager to prove that our way of moving through the world is not only valid, but expansive, important, and even necessary. We set our eyes on a big, ambitious prize, bring other people into our energy, captivate and collaborate with those who see the same vision that we do. And as more people find inspiration from us, we may get a little distracted by all of this energy and attention. These efforts at leadership and building, this desire to connect and share, this struggle to balance all five, the struggle to balance all of the five that burns within us are the potent excitement of the Knight of Wands. Yeah, isn't that literally what I just said, like, verbatim? I love it because it alludes to the King of Wands energy, right? Being like a leader, building community and all these things. But it's like got this immature, kind of like ego-driven aspect that hasn't quite transcended yet. Love that. Okay, so that's my energy, I guess, and you can resonate with this as well if you want. I hope you do. You probably will like me if you do, right? Like we'll be a good match. And if you're not this energy, but an energy that vibes with this, you'll probably also really enjoy this. So this is the signifier card for this reading. You are welcome to pull your own cards alongside with me if you'd like. So you might be getting similar messages, but with your pictures. So pull out your favorite deck, people. Get involved. Get your hands dirty. Have a sip of tea. All right. I just looked at the time and it is, it's been 22 minutes, or it's just been 23 minutes, but it was 22 minutes when I looked at it. And I am going to end it there. So I'm going to pull a couple more cards as a wrap up, and then I'm going to get out of here. So first we've got the Ace of Cups, and yeah. Oh, God. See, the problem is once I get going, I just want to read the whole deck. I'm one of those people that just like, I could read 54 cards? 72 cards? How many cards are in a tarot deck? So you don't even have to know anything about the tarot deck to read them. Don't worry about it. That's why they gave us books and biddytarot.com. Excellent resource. Oh, and there's our other card. Oh, the Empress. My God, it's such a feminine read today. Yeah, a lot of yin energy. I love this. Yeah, this is all power, right? And that's so funny. I was just talking about the kind of restless Knight of Wands energy, and then the Empress, which is like the yin version of that, elevated by like a million. So I guess this is like the end goal. I don't know. Let's see. The other one is, of course, the Ace of Cups. And this is an offering. This is my offering to you. This video, these videos that I'm going to be making, these messages I'm going to be sharing. This is my cup of tea I'm offering you. It is full of intuition. It is full of feeling. It is full of me, a Cancer. And I hope you will enjoy with me. But it's there for you if you want it. So that's that. And then the Empress. This is you. So I don't know. Thank you for being here. I look forward to talking with you again soon. I don't know when that will be, but I'll see you then. Blessed be, and I'll talk to you soon.